Just realized you can hear my creaky ass couch. Alright, so let's still get set up. Apologize for being absent last couple weeks. Honestly, I fell asleep almost immediately when I got home Sunday. And then I was still pretty out of it yesterday too, so I don't know. Taking it easy, I'm not trying to push myself too much. We will be doing Poke October tomorrow. I also have been procrastinating moving that save file to my phone, which I'll probably be doing tonight after this stream, since I have my computer open and charging now. Just waiting on the computer to think. Okay, so go ahead through the team real quick, just to kind of recap. We have Cletus, the most creepy motherfucker on the planet. Kaima's a Jigglypuff, turn him into a Wigglytuff, and we're just gonna teach him TMs, and that's what we're gonna do with him. Then we've got Rhydont. Mazo. No. Rhydont, who is our main, our starter technically at this point. Pretty basic stuff. Taught her dig. Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, look. I was just talking. We have Dig sitting under the experience. Has that little arrow always been there? Am I losing it? I don't remember that. Well, anyway, a little graphical glitch there for us. Just little funsies. Dookie Nuki, our Gyarados, our other big boy. Currently doing the majority of the carrying of the team presently with Dragon Rage, which is very nice to have. Let me share the video link. Zill, I don't know if you know anything about Twitter. I've heard that linking a link to the stream on the first post immediately, like, causes it, like not blacklist, but like it gets gutted. So not as many people see it. You know anything about that? I may have asked this before. So I'm going to post. And then I'm going to reply to the post with the link. And we're gonna try this tonight. I don't know. Kind of the big problem I used to have with Twitch streaming there was, like, I would share the link and I'm pretty sure it would take like over 24 hours for anyone to ever see it, period. You know, by that point the stream's long gone. YouTube, that's not a big deal because that live post is also the like stream, you know, so you can just go watch the VOD. And I don't really care about Blue Sky, we'll just send it. I don't think anyone watches off Blue Sky anyway, but you never know. Alright, now you had some shit to tell me about Harvest Moon. What'd you find out? Where's the thing? Here's the thing. took me on. There we go. Alright, now we're daisies. Now we're good. Okay, alright, back on the gnomes again. Yeah, I remember you telling me something about, like, you could either break the game or soft lock the game by giving them tools or something, right? Here's Friendball. Friendball is currently our problem child. I don't know what to do with her yet. And Polyp, which was our latest addition. Finally caught this little fucker. And yeah. What does it have? Okay. So what is the happiness, by the way, in that game? How does this look on stream? I ask rhetorically, like if I could look at it myself. Let's see how this looks. Give me the live. Still kind of choppy. I might just turn that off. Let's see what it looks like off. Yeah, looks a little better, sadly. I always want to show off the 60 frames, but if it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good, you know? What can you do? Okay, so one berry increases happiness by 2, talking increases by 1, second berry does nothing. What do strawberries do? God, that's a rabbit hole. Mystical gnome berries. Okay, so we have, what are you talking about? We have like 5 fucking things to catch. I don't think we caught anything here yet. Unless it was Cletus. We've got to go down here. Catch something in here. We've got something in Diglett Cave. And then a trade on Route 2 I think we can do. We can also fish here in Viridian, but I'm probably not... I don't know if I should do that or not. I don't remember if there's like a unique encounter table here for Viridian City or not. I don't think so, because I think all the cities had all the same Super Rod and Good Rod tables. But he may have monkeyed with that recently. I don't remember. Did you ever find out if like the marriage mechanic was in that game? I don't remember. I remember like a Nintendo Power article about one of them having it. Okay, where should we go? What should we do? First, let's go up here. I want to test if we can actually catch something in here. No, we can't. Okay. So that's our starting point. I'm reasonably sure, like 20% sure, I could probably dig you up a couple, if not Nintendo Power, maybe a few things from like one of the European Game Boy magazines. There was a few of those back in the day. Something would have had to have something on it, you know? That's not an unpopular game series, you know? Who's got the lady with the far-fetched? I always thought that was really nice. Who are you? Okay. So the trades are the same. That means no Abra. Which means no Mr. Mime. A lot of the video game magazines back in the day, how they used to get your subscription is they would offer exclusive strategies, you know, and all that kind of crap. And that was sadly, like, unless you had, like, an exclusive source of a source to Japan, if you were going to get an art book, that was usually where you saw most of the art as well. Okay, so can't do that yet. Let's see what this encounter is. I hope it's not. Oh my god. Okay. I will definitely not say no to a. That could be problematic. I hope I have an antidote. I'll look into that, though. See what I can find. Oh, good. Okay. Hey, look at that. For something that usually I think had a pretty low catch rate, that was not bad. Yeah. I won't say no to this thing. It's not my favorite bug on the planet because it doesn't run like a bug, but you know what? Fucking free Psybeam. We'll name it after a proper moth. Okay. That is a wonderful thing to find. Because that means ideally we can come in here for a couple times and train up our babies. Like friend ball. Do I need to go down here? I guess we could get Flash, right? Oh, that's a big boy. Shit. Oh, God. Okay. We're not testing that one. Fuck. I guess Dookie. Dookie gotta do what Dookie gotta do. Also, I'm a little... Oh, God. Okay. This could be a problem. We actually need to leave immediately. If they're gonna keep using poison powder, we're gonna run out of antidotes real fast here in a minute. Yeah, okay, you know what? I don't think I need to be in here. I don't think I need to go that way. We're not gonna risk it for the brisket. Man, that fucking Figures Romanoff was like the weakest one we could possibly run into. That's just great. Surely this wouldn't do more. Eh. Oh, well, fuck you then. You're getting tossed. I love that ball. That's my favorite fucking ball. I wish there was more of those in the fucking game. Yeah. I would love to play with that little box that tells you the PPs that can switch over to disabled. I wonder how far can you push that thing? Like, what's the actual amount of text you can have in there? Like this shit right there, right? So it looks like 3 lines. And I see 5. Looks like 3 by 9 characters. I want to bet we could put Doom in there. I have $8. Okay. Okay, that's kind of an issue. Why do I have $8? What did I do? Alright, we gotta be a little more conservative. Okay. Now... let's go try and get our Route 11 encounter as well. Here's another thing I'd do if I was going to ROM hack. You see that shop sign? Change that to IHOP. I think that'd be a great addition. Huh. Well, I won't say no to that either. I've always liked Cloister. Having something that can learn Clamp later on down the line sounds like a load of fun. Problem is right now we've got Nuki, so we're kind of good on a water type. He's a bisexual. Just name him OJ. What do we do now? Because we got a lot of dudes who are new. We need to train them. Because our team's a bit lopsided presently. I thought I had like 2 more encounters as well. I guess, you know what, let's burn... Let's get the old rod and burn one of these. Let's just see what the old rod encounter is. A Geodude. I feel like it was Geodude last time. Well, again, not gonna say no to that. Hope I don't kill it accidentally. Ooh, close. Not exactly really necessary with Ride on our team, but nice backup, I guess. Its round form makes it easy to lift. That thing is 50 pounds. Are you kidding me? You can grab it and hurl it as if it was a stone. 50 pounds. I know I can do that because I do that for a living. I don't know. I don't think normal humans can do that shit. Okay. So we got a couple backups now. A bit worried about the diversity of the team, but I think we got a pretty nice spread right now. Disable Poison Powder, Leech Life, Supersonic. It's not terrible. We basically can't bring Polyp out in the cave. That's what we have to understand. In fact, I think we're just going to go into the bush with Polyp, and we're going to let her get a couple levels in. She's about to roll. And I would really like someone else who has like sleep powder, not just Cletus. Oh, that would have been fantastic. Okay. Fuck my ass. Okay. Not bad. Return of Friend Ball. This is probably just me a grinding stream, mostly. Oh. I forgot these are here. It's gonna be a pretty slow stream, honestly. Just trying to get these guys evened out, and then fight these trainers, and then go through the entirety of Assistan. One thing with Harvest Moon I'm curious about is traditionally those games are on a calendar, and they have events that trigger off that calendar, right? I'm wondering how far does it go before it really just stops counting the days, you know, before those events end. Like, like Stardew Valley goes for a while, you know, a couple years before you can really just kind of stop having things happen to you. The fuck was that? But I wonder what the little tiny Game Boy cartridge has on it. What do you think Electrode has like Calvin eyes? 5 years and a game over? What does that mean? Like the game resets? Like you're just done? Really? No shit. That was not something I was expecting. I thought it was just gonna like, you can play as long as you want. You know, it just after a while it stops mattering. Okay. This is a good question. I don't actually know if anyone has ever bothered to play that long. You know? It's a bit basic to continue playing for that extended amount of time. I'm not gonna risk Fentball. I don't wanna. I guess Cletus needs him. What was that again? The whole you can give your tools to gnomes thing? But you did say that they give you tools back, right? Oh, okay. Now, is that a necessary thing for progression? Like, do you have to go and get your tools upgraded? And what's the odds on that happening? Oh, fuck this. Dookie. Unduke this situation. Did you see something there just then? I don't know if I just barely caught it. How the little experience bar went up before the message that Dookie got the experience. I wonder if it applies all of it instantly. And then you get the message afterwards, you know? Like it does the math first. So you like a dick. How did that do more damage to him than me? That's weird. Or maybe JoJo added like a, intentionally added a pause in there because he added the animation in, so it goes like calculation, animation of the bar, then the message, which is usually just calculation message. Oh. Sure was Romanoff had a fucking move that wasn't leech life. That would be great. Oops. Whoops. Oops. Oops. Whoops. Whoopsie-doo. All that for a grain. A crumb of experience. Alright, let's, we can actually have Rhydon out here. She's not in immediate danger of immolation. I'll have to let JoJo know about that one. Your little graphical tick. Just for dig, though. But, I don't know, spot. I mean, I hop again. God damn it. So here's another thing. I had a thought. This building right here has got nothing on it, right? This building has nothing on it. How hard it would it be to take this door, plop it right here, make a warp point, and then warp it into a new room area, you know? And just kind of make it a new building. Shouldn't be terribly hard. I think programming warp points would only be the big issue. Because then you can just take some like empty map space like in the fucking the fucking underground tunnel or the cave over there and kind of carve it out. What would you put in there? There's a question. I like these balls. I like balls, y'all. These are some nice balls here. Look at these balls. I've always really liked this area. Like, cause you look at it, like, my little kitty brain thought, I was like, okay, I can't walk in here, right? This is like a gate post, like a fence post. And then you can, it's like, oh, hey, oh, ooh, whoa. You know, it's weird. These are the things my brain thinks about. Also, this guy's using a Pokemon for constructions. Like, how much, like... I like this, like, the Gen 1 map. Because it kind of has this realistic interpretation of, like, if everyone has Pokemon, and they're using Pokemon to dig tunnels, build buildings, cut grass, it's like, how much heavy equipment actually exists in this planet, you know? Did you use Pokemon to make the SSN? It's like, where's the line drawn here? Because these are prefabs, you know. These buildings kind of have the same architecture of the Civilian Conservation Corps buildings that they put in the 30s. Like a lot of the old nature centers look exactly like this. The brick, the high roof with a like row of glass windows. That's like verbatim what the majority of nature centers and like park centers look like. Which really struck it to me because like my dad worked in as a naturalist for years and years, so every one of these buildings was very familiar to me. And then this is a prefab, you know, very basic. This is no, that's not prefab. I'll be damned if I ain't actually fucking a whole lot of buildings in this place. But most of the buildings look like they're like built first, then moved to the location, you know? So, just muddling. Like, and if you don't need to move things around, you don't really need roads, right? You don't need an MSR or a logistical supply chain that badly. Especially if you have a port. If you have got a port, you don't really need an extensive highway. You can just move things around seawise. What were we doing again? Oh yeah, I was trying to grind. Let's take Verminoth in here. Verminoth, honestly, we could just walk through here, assuming we don't get ganked by level 21. So he can tank those poison powders. Like this. This is a bad decision. We're making bad choices today. I knew it. I knew it. That was a read. That was a fucking read. That was a read just then. I can guarantee you that was a read. Well, maybe not. Okay, back my happy ass goes to the Poké Center. I'm really interested to see if he'll let me test that color thing he's doing. Can't use this save, obviously, but you know. We can monkey around a little bit with it. I'm a little perturbed. I want to grind in here. This is a great grinding area. But every time we get poisoned, we have to leave. You know, Verminoth can't get poisoned, but Verminoth also can't put itself up a fight since it's so low. Or I could just not be an idiot and use the moves it came with. That's also a possibility. This really is a fantastic game. Like, just thinking about, like, just how much you can make a unique game. An entirely separate game. Just with, like, some text editing and a map editor. You know, like, it just, you can make an entirely different game without really changing any of the mechanics beneath, you know? Like, your own unique Pokemon. Anyone can do it. That's such a cool idea. Like me, I want to get my hands into like the actual code and the low-level architecture shit, and do that stuff. But it really is nice that like so many people can just make their own vision of what Pokemon was. I know. I keep talking about it. I'm going to get around to it one day. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know. God, I keep saying I don't know, because it's like, summer's coming, and I was kind of thinking of doing another Game Boy showcase. Or I could program, and just ensure that no one ever watches any of my stuff again. Or I could do a bunch of games I've had on the backlog forever and a half. I'm like, I always get really excited for October, and then I just don't stream, which is so dumb. But for whatever reason, like romhack.net, like if you want to go look at their translations and their hacks, they've got all that good stuff, right? But if you wanted to, like, say, find a homebrew, you know, a built-from-scratch game, there's just nothing on that, right? But I was just I was perusing CD Romance today, and like there's just a shit ton of itch.io homebrews. An insane amount. So I've actually got more than a few of these downloaded. I've got more than enough to do like a whole month of spooky itch.io Game Boy games that people have made from scratch. It's really cool stuff. Like, I don't know how long they are, or any of them, or how scary they are, you know, but it'd be fun. That sounds like a good plan. And then, of course, there's always Castlevania. I really need to go through and beat Dracula X. That's big on my to-do list. It's now 2 years I played that game last. Oh yeah, mine too. I just love fall. I used to be really big into Halloween, but I've kind of fallen off it as a parent. It's like, it drains your soul, you know? By the time you finally get done with the decorations and the parties and the trick-or-treating and the costumes and, you know, like all that. And then you gotta, like, you have to regulate candy consumption, or God help you, there will be consequences. You'll have atom bombs bouncing around your house. Yeah, I mean, it's great taking them trick-or-treating. It's just getting to that point has always been such a fucking arduous process for me. I don't know. The joy has kind of gone out of it for me, which really sucks, because I always loved decorating the house and the yard for Halloween. It's not even like I'm like one of those fucking weirdos that has like a basement full of mannequins that look like Michael Myers and shit. Like, I don't do that crap, but it's like, you know, like spooky little lights and like little, you know, just little fun things. It makes the neighborhood feel a lot more like open, you know. Like, it always makes me really sad. I see all those houses that are just dark. They don't do anything. That's more prevalent down here, though, because we're in the Bible Belt. I have had, for the longest time, I might actually look in this itch stuff. I don't know a thing about it. Oh, I've got the fucking, the Killer series, too, I was going to do last year. I just decided not to. I don't remember why I didn't. Oh, because I have to do it on a laptop, I guess. That would kind of be a problem. Boy, I sure like hitting things. This fucking asshole. I had an idea for homebrew of a Halloween game, largely taking a lot of inspiration from the Peanuts Halloween special, right? Because that was always a tradition of mine when I was a little kid, you know, and Halloween was still scary. Is we'd go trick or treating, we'd come home, we'd eat candy, and we'd watch Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. That's a neat sprite. I actually really like that one. That's a lot better than the. Let's look at that. Call it. There it is. I really like that. Like there's a separation between the dinosaur and the plants. That's nice. Very cool. And I've always wanted to do like a homebrew game about trick-or-treating. And you know how, like, you know what, everyone fucking does this. Like, they just can't help themselves. You know, it's like, Halloween has to be scary. Halloween has to be gore. You know, but I would like to just make a game about the kids trick-or-treating. And what it'd actually be, it would be the 2 weeks prior. So, like, October 5th or some shit like that. I think that's right, maybe October 10th. It would be 2 weeks before, and you would be a kid going to school, talking with your friends, making plans for your costume, and, you know, all this stuff. And then you'd actually get to the day of Halloween, and you would go through trick-or-treating, and you would only have so much time to trick-or-treat and hit so many houses. And the whole point of the game would be you have like 3 hours. Not in-game time, like real time. You have 3 in-game hours to walk to where you're going to trick-or-treat and do your trick-or-treating and then get home, right? Before the curfew. And you would have to choose, you know, like which streets you go down, which blocks you trick-or-treat. Like, is it like, do you take a risk trying to go to the higher end neighborhood? It's like further away, but you get better candy. Or do you go to the creepy side of town with all the rundown houses? You know? And then it kind of like, it would just be like a game loop, you know? Like, and that would end, the game ends on All Souls Day, I think that's what it is. And you get a little rating, and then you start over, you know, from scratch. Yeah, it's like, there would be an opportunity for like procedural generation, but that's a fucking no-no word at this point, you know. So maybe it's just like more of a kind of like a Vampire Survivor gimmick where it's like you have a very simple loop of gameplay and then you kind of add extensions onto it. Like you can use that 2 weeks to really get into the fucking weeds, you know. Maybe travel through like a woodland and see what's on the other side of that, you know, and then plan to go through the woods in the middle of Halloween, you know, and that would be really fucking scary, you know. Like, I wouldn't intentionally make it so that there's jump scares or that it's spooky or you're gonna fucking, how many people fought that thing? You're going to run into a fucking slasher or some shit. But it's like, I would probably throw in a little thing, like, if you're going to go looking for trouble, you're gonna go find trouble, you know? It's Halloween at night. There's something scary gonna happen if you put yourself in a situation scary enough, you know? Something like that. But yeah, that's another one of those ones I don't know what's gonna fucking happen or not. And in my mind's eye, it would look very much like Earthbound, and I would have to do something about that because, like, just like putting fucking buzzwords out there, like inspired by, based on all those things. Like, I'm so sick to death of like browsing Twitter and you see all of these people, these indie fucking developers who have made a game, and the only way that they can describe, maybe maybe Paperboy. That would be an interesting one. I could base it on Paperboy. A lot. There's like a weird fanaticism surrounding Paperboy. I've noticed. But it's all like fucking boomers and Gen Xers who like grew up with the Atari, and that was like the hottest shit on the block. But it's like fucking millennials and Zoomers. We cannot describe a game on its own merits without having to bring up some other game that we played as a kid that we're basing everything. It's impossible for us to do. I hate it to death, you know? Oh my god, Vermin, I'll stop. Back in the hole, boy, you're done. Get back in your corner. We just can't do it. It's beyond our capabilities to describe a game and not reference something, you know? And there's a fucking buzzwords. This is a fucking card-based roguelike, procedural generated, fucking, what were the other ones? Action RPG. What's the fucking, like, there's like a fucking slurry now of words you can't even say anymore, because as soon as people read it or hear it, they just gloss over, you know? Which sucks, because there's a lot of really fun games out there, you know? Like, the last one I saw that was really fucking interesting to me was, oh shit, what is it? Christ almighty, hold on. Oh shit, Vermina's still in front. Let me look at something real quick. It'll probably save my internet if I wasn't watching the stream while the stream was going, right? Into the Breach, I think that's what it's called. Yes, that's it. Into the Breach. That was the last indie game that really kind of piqued my interest. And it's this, it's a turn-based mech game, and you've got this grid, and you have to kill insects. And I think the whole idea is you're going back in time, so you know what the insects are gonna do. So you have to like plan moves, and you can push and manipulate where they're positioned, and it's really kind of a cool gimmick. That's about the last game. And like, just that sentence, you know, do you know how much of my gag reflex I was resisting there, trying to say, it looks like Advance Wars. It looks like Mech Warrior. It's like, we can't fucking do it. We can't fucking do it. There's going to be, it's one of those fucking cultural things. People are going to look back 20 years from now, and they're going to be, what the fuck was wrong with all these people? Why can't they do this? Stop it. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, stop. You're going to kill me. I'm going to die. Stop it. Tactical roguelike RPG. Ah! We need to quit. I'm going to vomit on stream. And it's no one's fault, you know? It's absolutely no one's fault. Everyone's making the games they wanted to play as a kid. That's great. That's awesome. It's just saturated. It's too much. I had a dream once, about this time of year. I was a kid. And to this day, I cannot, I have to, I moderate myself on sweet consumption. Because I had this dream. It was a weird Easter dream. Not Christian dream, like Easter Bunny Easter. Uh-oh, hold on. I heard a sad child. I think we're okay. It was the only thing I know about it being an Easter dream is because I dreamt of, I had as a kid in my Easter basket this little plastic shell of a rabbit, right? and my mom would fill it up with like Cadbury eggs or something, or like the little eggs with the candy coating on them, you know, or M&Ms or something, like just like the loose candy that wasn't coming in packages back then. She would just like get a bag from the store and pour it in and close it, and that way it wasn't like everywhere in the basket. So I had a dream that this thing was here wherever I was, because in some kind of like open area, and it was, I shit you not, like 20 fucking stories tall, filled with candy. And I remember looking at it, and you know that taste in the back of your mouth where you've had way too many sweets, and it's like in this like acrid, acidic taste, almost like an acid reflux. Like, I remember looking at it, immediately feeling that taste in the back of my mouth, and I woke up and I almost puked right there. And since then, I've not been able to like eat too many sweets. And I kind of get that same sense here, you know? It's just, there's too much. And I think it's just entirely like the fucking millennial Zoomer ass marketing. You know, no one knows how to describe anything or like make a good marketing commercial anymore. The guy who did Faith actually made a really good one for the physical Switch copy of Faith. Like, straight up just made a one-for-one. I'm gonna kill this fucker. Made a one-for-one shot of like an old 80s overly dramatic commercial. It was good. Yeah, wrap that, you bitch. Wrap it all you want. And like, it's part of like why I hesitate to do anything at all, like game wise. I'm gonna kill it. Because I know when I finally finish anything, any one of these ideas, I have so many fucking ideas, you know, I've actually got put down. I know that if I ever do make a fucking game, no one would ever know about it, you know? I would just put it on Steam or whatever the fuck itch or whatever the fuck I'm using to sell games, or just put the game out there or publish the game, and I wouldn't do any marketing whatsoever, and it would just die a thankless death, because I don't even want to think about trying to like make one of those commercials, you know? Don't even want to think about that process. And then you can say, oh, you just, you know, you could hire a firm to do that for you. You could do the same thing. They're the ones doing this, you know. I feel like this entire area, there's no grass in here, it's just fucking tentacles. Just you walk in and you immediately get ensnared by them. Why don't Voltorb and Electrode run Supersonic? That'd actually be a really nice compliment, their move list. Okay, I think we got enough levels in. Let's start fighting these trainers. What is our level cap, by the way? 30. Okay, we're alright. I've tried to like narrow down when this whole like thing started to. I really think it was with Shovel Knight, unfortunately. You know, as fun and cutesy as Shovel Knight is, I really feel like it was Shovel Knight that started like open the Pandora's box of indie retro-esque games that just like tried to use these keywords to advertise themselves. Oh, that's a level 21 Mank. Yeah, I've got to be careful. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Maybe we're not. Maybe we're still a little under level. Well, it's only one. I love Bubble Beam. That's another victim of the times. These fucking strobe ass, like, strobe ass effects. We can't do those anymore. Everyone's too worried about fucking epilepsy and shit. I want those back. I want all the flashing lights. Like, I know it's harsh, but, like, if you have epilepsy and you're playing video games, like, you're signing up for it, you know? Like, if I didn't have my glasses, I would not drive a fucking car. Because I cannot fucking see without glasses. I would not do that. If I got into a car without my glasses on, I would expect there to be some severe consequences. Almost immediately. It's just part and parcel. Yes. Or if you go to Italy, you snap spaghetti, you can expect to get your fucking spine snapped by them. It's that kind of shit, right? I fucking love those videos of people going to Italy and, like, doing the worst offenses to food there. Like, I know most of them are fake, but it's still funny to think about. I can't think of a single thing here, like a culinary atrocity that would be committed in our face and we would, like, lose our minds over. The only thing I could think of is maybe, like, mayonnaise with French fries. I know the Germans eat them like that. And I don't think anyone's seen that here, but, like, at the same time, I don't think anyone would have a fucking problem with it either. Like, for God's sakes, we make chicken cutlets that are, like, the size of a fucking pizza. You know, it's like, I really don't know what you could do to poke us that badly. Maybe warm beer. That might be it. That might be the one thing. I can't think of a single American who would voluntarily drink warm beer. Actually, a lot of British stuff. A lot of British stuff is pretty gross. Beans and was it bangers and no, not bangers. That's just sausage. What do they call the beans and toast? That's one of their weird ones. Romanoff might actually get overpowered by his fucking shoulder. In spite of everything. He's just got more attack. You know, really, what the fuck were they thinking with the stat modifiers? Like, think about a game, any RPG, any game with numbers in it. Okay, I'm really... Why am I doing this? What the fuck am I doing? Think about any game. Now think about whether or not that game would give you the ability at level 5 or whatever, early game, very early game. What game would give you the ability to quadruple your fucking defense right off the fucking bat, right? Or quadruple your speed, or quadruple your attack? Like, what game would ever give any player that much power that fast, you know? That is an insane, like, what were they thinking 4 times? What were they thinking 2 times? What were they thinking quarter? Why the fuck did they do that? Why not increments? You know? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25% more, you know? Not twice, not double, not quadruple. That is an insane amount. Like, how many games do you reasonably have to worry about a rollover glitch adversely affecting your stats in competitive play because you're able to, like, quantify your stats to that insane amount, you know? Like, I'm talking about Vampire Survivor a lot because I've been playing that game a lot. Like, but it's one of those games where you can, like, play it infinitely once you get to a certain point because your numbers are so fucking high. But that's like, you have to be playing for like an hour or more, you know, in one round. Which one round of Vampire Survivor is like getting through the Elite Four, you know? Hell, probably twice over because it's only supposed to be 30-minute loops. So it's understandable you get it that quick there. But here, it's like, this is like it's supposed to be like a 10 to 20 hour game typically. No, we're not going to defense, girl. Huh. Why is Wigglytuff learning moves? I was under the assumption it wasn't going to learn anything. That's weird. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe we're going to get fucking Double Edge and Body Slam after all. Why are my lights flickering? I want to check something. Let's check that Twitter thread I made. That Twitter post. Yeah, nothing. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I'm never gonna go buy a blue check mark. It's like a fucking... a little traction would be nice. A crumb of clout, sir, please. My children, they are starving. Nah, you're good, man. I'm literally just talking to myself at this point. We're rambling. Half of this just to keep myself awake. Honestly, it's kind of failing. I'm surprised I haven't dozed off yet. Eventually, one of these fucking goals I had as streaming was to play all these fucking games that had been localized, like Star Ocean, Blue Sphere, whatever it is. I really need to sit down and fucking do that one of these days. Because that's always one of my big fucking bully puppet things of why emulation and preservation is necessary, is because we can localize and we can literally translate these games that never had a translation, you know? But no one's gonna know about them if no one fucking plays them and makes a fucking video on it. Fucking do that shit. God damn, Cletus, what the fuck? Just gonna haul off and give 100% to that particular dude, huh? Friend ball. This is a stretch, and I'm sure it's never going to happen. But I'd love to take a peek at the source code of her, Stardew Valley. And I'd love to see exactly what it's drawing the most inspiration from mechanically. You know, because obviously it plays like Harvest Moon, but Harvest Moon's not the only farm game out there, you know. I would love to know what else is tickling its bum and all that shit. That's a very rare miss. I think that was a 1.24.6. As far as I know, I think Sonic Boom never misses. I'm doing the bad things again. I'm fucking training well past the point I should have swapped out. Okay, that's doable. Spooky. Don't like it. Maybe I should go buy some antidotes before I forget and lose all that money. Oh, that's bad. Don't have them here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good for the night. It's midnight here. I'll go ahead and go to bed. Not a particularly interesting stream, but you know what? We gotta get these grinding levels in somewhere. So, boy, I don't fucking care, computer. Jesus. Yeah. Alright, night, bud. I'll talk to you later.